July 28, 1976. A day that dawned like any other, but would soon be marked by one of the most devastating natural disasters in modern history. A date forever etched in the annals of history. The Tangshan earthquake struck with a force that would leave an indelible mark on the world, a date synonymous with tragedy and resilience. The earthquake not only shattered buildings but also tested the very fabric of human spirit and community. At 3:42 a.m., the bustling industrial city of Tangshan in China was shaken awake by an earthquake of unimaginable force. The clock tower, frozen in time, stands as a haunting reminder of that fateful moment. It was a catastrophe that would forever alter the landscape and the lives of millions. Buildings crumbled, roads split apart, and the very ground seemed to betray the people of Tangshan. The Tangshan earthquake, as it came to be known, serves as a stark reminder of the immense power of nature and the enduring spirit of humanity in the face of unimaginable adversity. Rescue efforts began almost immediately, with people from all walks of life coming together to help those in need. The event continues to resonate as a pivotal moment in China's history. Memorial services are held annually to honor the lives lost and the bravery shown by survivors and rescuers alike. The scale of destruction was unprecedented, leaving behind a trail of devastation and loss that is difficult to comprehend. Entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble, and the infrastructure of the city was left in ruins. This catastrophic event would test the limits of human endurance and the capacity for rebuilding. The people of Tangshan, however, showed remarkable resilience, slowly but surely piecing their lives back together. It also forced the world to confront the devastating power of earthquakes and the importance of preparedness. Earthquake drills and preparedness campaigns became more prevalent, aiming to mitigate the impact of such disasters in the future. The earthquake struck with a magnitude of 7.8 on the Richter scale. Its epicenter was located near the city of Tangshan in Hebei Province, China. Occurring at 3:42 a.m. local time, the quake's timing amplified its devastating impact. The majority of Tangshan's residents were asleep in their homes, caught completely unaware by the tremor. The earthquake's shallow depth exacerbated the ground shaking. This shallowness meant the seismic waves had less distance to travel before reaching the surface. The result was a more intense and destructive tremor that ripped through the heart of Tangshan. The city, known for its industrial output, was almost entirely flattened in a matter of seconds. The immediate aftermath of the earthquake was nothing short of apocalyptic. Buildings, many of them multi-story apartment blocks, were reduced to rubble in an instant. Hospitals, schools and factories, all crumbled under the sheer force of the tremor. Transportation and communication lines were severed, plunging the city into darkness and isolation. The human cost of the disaster was staggering. The official death toll released by the Chinese government was 242,000, although some estimates place the actual number significantly higher. Over 164,000 people were severely injured, many requiring extensive medical care. With hospitals and medical facilities in ruins, providing aid to the injured proved a monumental challenge. In the face of unimaginable devastation, the initial response was hampered by the scale of the disaster. The Tangshan earthquake of 1976 left the city in ruins, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble. The sheer magnitude of the destruction was overwhelming, making it difficult for any immediate action to be taken. With communication lines down and roads impassable, news of the earthquake took time to reach the outside world. The isolation of Tangshan meant that initial reports were scarce and often inaccurate, further complicating the response efforts. The city was cut off, and the outside world was largely unaware of the full extent of the disaster for several crucial hours. Once the scale of the tragedy became apparent, the Chinese government mobilized the People's Liberation Army for rescue and relief efforts. Thousands of soldiers were dispatched to Tangshan, bringing with them essential supplies and equipment. Their mission was clear: to save as many lives as possible and to provide immediate relief to the survivors. Soldiers and volunteers from across China converged on Tangshan, working tirelessly to rescue survivors trapped beneath the rubble. The scenes were harrowing, with rescuers often using their bare hands to dig through the debris. Despite the danger and the overwhelming odds, their determination never wavered. Medical teams struggled to cope with the overwhelming number of injured, setting up makeshift hospitals in tents and whatever structures remained standing. Doctors and nurses worked around the clock, often with limited supplies and under extremely challenging conditions. Their efforts were nothing short of heroic as they fought to save lives and provide comfort to the injured. International aid, including medical supplies, food, and water, began to arrive, offering a lifeline to the devastated city. Countries from around the world sent assistance, showing solidarity in the face of tragedy. This aid was crucial in sustaining the survivors and helping the city begin the long process of recovery and rebuilding. Section 5. Rebuilding from Rubble, Long-Term Impacts and Reconstruction. The Tangshan earthquake had a profound and long-lasting impact on the city and the nation. Beyond the immediate devastation, the disaster had crippled Tangshan's industrial capacity, bringing production to a standstill. The psychological toll on survivors was immeasurable, with many suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and the loss of loved ones. The reconstruction of Tangshan was a monumental task. The Chinese government poured resources into rebuilding the city, determined to showcase the nation's resilience. New earthquake-resistant buildings were constructed, incorporating lessons learned from the disaster. Factories were rebuilt, and Tangshan gradually began the long process of economic recovery. Section 6. Echoes of Disaster, Comparing Tangshan to Other Earthquakes. The Tangshan earthquake stands as one of the deadliest natural disasters of the 20th century. Occurring in 1976, it struck the industrial city of Tangshan in northeastern China, causing widespread devastation. The official death toll was reported to be around 242,000, but some estimates suggest it could be as high as 655,000. The sheer scale of destruction and loss of life was unprecedented. Its magnitude and death toll draw comparisons to other devastating earthquakes in history. Earthquakes have been a part of human history for centuries, each leaving behind a trail of destruction and a story of resilience. The 1960 Valdivia earthquake in Chile, the largest earthquake ever recorded at a magnitude of 9.5, caused widespread destruction and tsunamis that impacted the Pacific Rim. This earthquake reshaped the landscape and had long-lasting effects on the region's infrastructure and communities. The 2010 Haiti earthquake, though significantly smaller in magnitude at 7.0, resulted in a catastrophic loss of life due to poor building practices and inadequate infrastructure. The earthquake struck near the capital, Port-au-Prince, leading to the collapse of numerous buildings and a humanitarian crisis. Comparing these earthquakes highlights the complex interplay of factors that determine the impact of a seismic event. It's not just the magnitude that matters, but also the preparedness of the region, the quality of construction, and the speed of emergency response. Magnitude, population density, building codes, and disaster preparedness all play a crucial role. Understanding these factors can help in mitigating the effects of future earthquakes and improving resilience in vulnerable regions. The lessons learned from past earthquakes continue to shape our approach to disaster management and preparedness. Section 7. Lessons Etched in Stone, Advancements in Earthquake Preparedness. The Tangshan earthquake served as a wake-up call for China and the world. It underscored the critical importance of earthquake preparedness, from building codes to early warning systems. In the aftermath of the disaster, China invested heavily in seismic research and monitoring. New building codes were implemented, emphasizing earthquake-resistant designs. The disaster also highlighted the need for public education and awareness campaigns. Earthquake drills became commonplace in schools and workplaces, teaching citizens how to respond in the event of a tremor. The lessons learned from Tangshan have undoubtedly saved countless lives in subsequent earthquakes. Section 8. The Spirit of Tangshan, Resilience and Recovery. The story of Tangshan is not just one of tragedy, it's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. From the ashes of destruction, the people of Tangshan displayed extraordinary courage and determination. They came together to rebuild their lives, their city, and their future. The city, once in ruins, has been transformed into a modern metropolis. It stands as a symbol of hope and recovery, a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. Tangshan's story reminds us that even in the face of profound loss, the human spirit can endure and overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. Section 9. Toward a Safer Future. A Legacy of Learning and Hope. The 1976 Tangshan earthquake serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness. While we cannot prevent earthquakes, we can mitigate their impact through advancements in science, engineering, and public awareness. The legacy of Tangshan is one of lessons learned and advancements made. It's a legacy that continues to inspire research and innovation in earthquake preparedness, ensuring that future generations are better equipped to face the challenges posed by these natural disasters. As we strive to create a safer future, we carry with us the memory of Tangshan, a city rebuilt, a spirit unbroken.